It's time to see these parts on the truck. Getting it over is like doesn't work.
And everything's cold in here too. Makes it worse. Rub. In that shot with the new exhaust, I can clearly hear a dead miss.
Back in the shop for more OBS progress. The last episode you saw us get this thing back in the shop after a while and get a bunch of Banks parts out and ready for her. And it's time to continue progress.
That's right, this Texas boy needs his truck back.
Morning! We're back at it. Playing with exhaust pieces. Some big old stuff. Dang.
So what we're gonna do is, this truck normally would have had a catalytic converter in here. Somebody has removed that and just put a straight pipe in. And so what we're gonna do is cut this off right here. Then this pipe will slide on there. And then we'll start building the exhaust system back that way. So hopefully my tool fits in here because this is the easiest one to use. This is the only piece of the exhaust that we're using, the original exhaust.
Filming with this big camera is very different, and watching over the last handful of episodes, I notice how fast I move the camera when I'm filming, and it bugs me. It doesn't look the same as when I would do that with an iPhone, so I'm trying to be better at videoing smooth and slow movements. So we're trying over here, y'all.
I believe this pipe goes here.
This is exciting, the muffler's going on. The Banks monster. Dude.
Hi.
Hi.
Rub.
I was trying to
work?
I was trying to get the light to see you through it, but obviously it wasn't a thing. Oh, that thing is gorgeous though, man. Yeah, you did sound like a power stroke, babe.
Yeah.
Man.
This pipe goes over the axle.
That is correct. Pick up where the muffler is?
Yeah, to kind of get that muffler up. It's all sagging because we don't have brackets on it yet. Where it wants to be, it doesn't want to go on the bracket. I'm gonna stick it on here and then work that pipe.
Okay.
Okay, twist it this way.
Okay.
Okay. That started.
It looks super sexy.
Okay, everything's laying where it should be. How far out do we want that?
I'd say tucked in pretty, where you can just read Banks.
Yeah, it's interesting, it comes at an angle.
Can it push on a little bit more?
Yeah.
Look, it's two of my favorite people. Finley, I guess I can call you a people, but you're a people. Buddy. Okay, Aaron, I got the smart washer out.
Cool.
Put it over on that table. Aaron had moved all of our parts out and was figuring out what we're going to be reusing. And it turns out that some of these parts that we need to reuse are quite grimy. Diesel engines create a lot of grease and grossness. This piece and these pieces of piping and clamps we're going to be reusing. So I got our CRC Smart Washer, the benchtop version, which is called the Benchtop Pro. We love this thing. It stays on our shelf back there and we grab it and pull it out when it's time to wash stuff. So it just plugs in. I'll unplug that and get all of that sorted. And this opens up to our washing station. Yes, awesome. So I cracked myself up the last time we used this because I was like, There's some kind of cool technology there with like creatures that eat the grease. But I just read on the back of the package, and here's what they're actually called: microbes. It says, before cleaning the parts, add 1 Micro Pro pack directly into the sink drain of your Benchtop Pro. If you use it less than a month, add 2. So I already added 1 of these, so I'm going to add a second one. But it says the Micro Pro pack, which is somewhat hard to say, it's like a tongue twister, contains naturally occurring microbes. So that's really cool. I think that's cool. Okay. Then once I turn this thing on, it's going to be pumping all that juice through there, and then I can scrub the parts. And then it goes back down into the drain, and it'll be ready for the next parts washing adventure. Well, these hoses are cleaning up nicely. And so did this piece that Aaron just told me we're not using. He had it over there with all this stuff, so I thought we were reusing it. And it cleaned up so nice. For sale, down, if you want to buy it. Just kidding. It's not for sale. We're keeping it. We keep all the old parts. We're hoarders. Anyway. Cleaning up nicely.
What I'm doing here is I'm trying to figure out the bracket tree for this intercooler. And I've got the instructions here. I've taken my bolts, I've laid them out, kind of organized them. And I think I got it figured out. So we're about to start putting this together. These are for the sway bar. They drop it down so it doesn't hit the intercooler, I guess, but ours doesn't have one on it. This has got a straight axle swap, so maybe it doesn't have a sway bar. I'm just gonna start putting it together.
I love the way you have all of your hardware all organized.
I'm organized.
Look at you. Dang.
We have an intercooler. It is installed. Top brackets, self-explanatory. Bottom ones, a little bit more difficult, but got them in. These pieces here are traditionally in the bumper, but I got this on and realized like my studs were gonna hit the intercooler. So I read the instructions and it said you got to take those off the bumper and put them here. So took the intercooler back off, got those in. So that's all good to go. Now we're down to piping. These pipes hooked up, then we can start putting pretty stuff on it, like the grill and the headlights. Got new headlights, so excited to see those on there.
When you said pretty stuff, I thought you were talking about more of that. Look at all that beautiful piping.
Yeah, we gotta
So snazzy.
get this stuff installed, and we got a truck. I'm excited because I need my truck. That's it for today. It was a good day. We got the intercooler installed, we got the exhaust figured out, and it's freezing, so we're gonna go home. What I mean is, it's not freezing right now. We're about to have a massive freeze, so things have to be winterized. We're gonna check out, and we will see you when it's time to do more work.
See y'all soon. It's a new day, and it is time to see these parts on the truck. Let's do this. We've got all this beautiful red intercooler piping, and Aaron is going to start on that install right in this general area. And I think I am going to get under the truck and play with some of the exhaust clamps and try and get some of that done. Is that our plan?
It's a plan.
Sweet. We decided to switch places. Aaron was getting annoyed with the lower clamps for the intercooler. Fitting them close by to where the radiator is so frustrating. So I jumped in here and now I get to be frustrated. These clamps are tight. And of course the lip on these is, you know, holds it on there. That's the point. But getting it over it. Getting warmed up. hopefully removing that will help me here. Jeez. There was a big old bracket sticking up right there. That was keeping me from being able to get it over, but this is really like in the way, but I'm trying to get it over enough to do that action. Surprisingly enough, it's going in down there fairly easily.
And we're sure that's the right pipe for the right side?
No, I just held him up and thought it was. It just looks right. I could try that side though. It just, this one looked like it arched over the AC stuff.
Yeah, I think you're right, because this long thing here.
Are there any secrets to this?
No, if you just absolutely can't get it, take this piece off maybe.
Yeah. Getting it over is like doesn't want
And everything's cold in here too. Makes it worse.
This man is a beast. These were not easy, y'all. These were a challenge. And I pretty well got this one close in place, but I could not get it down onto the intercooler side. So he came over here and banged it out because he's a badass. Love him. Tips going on.
Yep, all the exhaust is done under there. It's tight, nothing's rubbing, nothing's hitting. So now we do the tip. Where do we run it? Where do we want it?
Okay. In more. I'd keep going. That's about good.
Okay, straight. I see my little weep hole down here, so.
Yeah, I feel like it could rotate just a little bit this way. Yeah, like right there.
Okay.
I think that looks really good.
Oop, you're gonna put a hand on it, it's rotating.
Okay.
Well, just tell me where it is, I can hold it.
That's good. Catch the big boy.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
That'll work better. Still looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You know what time it is? See how it sounds.
I can't wait.
I'll let it glow some more.
Yeah.
It's pretty cold.
It is cold. It's just nuts how cold it is.
Not super loud.
That sounds so good. The turbo sounds are all different.
Yeah.
It's got this, oh, like, I don't know how to describe that. That was sick.
Breathing.
Oh my gosh, dude.
We should get the
Sounds
acorns
so
out
good.
and then put a new air filter in here.
Yeah, we should. I think so too.
Hook that up. Then we're headlights, grill, We got a truck again.
So pumped. It sounds really nice.
Yeah, I like
the
it.
turbo sounds through the exhaust, like at the back, sounds so good.
Yeah.
Dang.
Sweet.
Obsessed.
So it was nice to hear it run yesterday, getting that exhaust on there and the intercooler hooked up. That gets me really excited. Emily had to run to Dallas today, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the grill on it, the lights in it. I got brand new lights sitting over there, the bumper, stuff like that. I'm just gonna throw a time lapse up, get to work, and when she gets back, maybe we can look at some other things and test drive it. Oh, I didn't make it very far. It's hitting right here. Right here. And again on that side. So I gotta pull that back off, do some trimming. Then maybe that will go on. And we can actually start bolting stuff together. See if it fits now. Say hi to your fans.
Say hi, Mom.
Oh! Hi.
Hi.
Aaron's making it happen. We just got back from Dallas. We ran into town to do a little ditty and
A little ditty.
do a little ditty. And now we're back. So now I get to get back to work.
I love you, sweet girl.
Love you, Mom.
Well, that's on. It took a lot more trimming than I wanted to, but it's on and it's good. So now we can put headlights in and start putting the grill on and stuff like that. Emily's here now, so she's gonna help me. So that's good.
Yeah.
Actually, she may do it and I may sit down for a little bit. So Emily's getting all of our new lenses in the chrome bezel that goes around there, that goes around the headlight. So pretty soon we'll be able to put those on, and I don't think the grill needs to go on now, but I just want to test fit it after I've trimmed everything. Oh, that's looking like a truck now.
Ah, now it looks good.
It always amazes me how this truck's 99% done, but it looked like it's a complete basket case. But now all it is put 2 headlights and a grill in, and it's like, hey, let's go off-roading. Perfect.
Hey, will you grab me this other fog light? Because this is the wrong side. Thank you. It's looking so good.
I think we call that a blinker,
Oh, blinker?
not a fog light.
Oh.
But you can call it whatever you want.
I was thinking that these were down here like full fog lights.
I think they're marker blinkers.
Marker blinkers?
Yep.
Okay. That sounds great to me. The yellow things
Yeah.
below the headlights. That's what I needed.
Are you whistling at me again?
Of course.
Wow. Ain't nothing fixed like factory. These do not line up like the holes for the mounting points. Ooh, wait! That's gotta be adjusted way in. The adjustable fella right there.
Where's the old one at?
Right down there.
Oh, looks like a nut goes on there.
Maybe this isn't like a little...
I think that's the protective thing.
Oh.
That's how it goes.
Over this way, doesn't it?
Let me glance at it.
Would you like to chat? Pretty snazzy. That still has a nut on the back of it, right? This one? Or does it
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Progress. Well, it is time to put light bulbs in this thing because we have the front end together. And the light bulbs that we had, pretty old and tired. But we have new ones. And Peak is actually making light bulbs. And they're available on Amazon. And so we grabbed some. We're like, heck yeah, Peak Squad, man. Heck yeah. So we're gonna switch these out for some freshies and get it shining bright. What?
I think we're not supposed to touch the bulb itself, just so you know.
Okay, I shall be cautious of that. Careful.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Dang, that doesn't want to go in with the battery in there.
Oh yeah, there is not much room to get those in and out. What's the secret to getting these off? They just twist and unlock, right?
There's a plug on the bottom.
Oh yeah, this whole thing comes out. So that's brittle. Later. Out with the old, in with the new. What?
The new headlights had bulbs in them. They're not as fancy though.
No. Wow. Ain't she a dandy? Butte, Clark.
Is there 2 of them?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Cool.
We're set up now.
This truck is done for now. It can be driven, it can move my trailers around, which really needs to happen like last year. Oh, we gotta put the airbox on.
Oh yeah, we gotta remove the nuts.
Yep.
Acorns. Okay. Did we oil this? I bet it comes oiled.
Yeah.
Drop it on in. This came with the Banks kit. K&N filter. Filtre.
Oh, that toolbox is a mess.
Oh boy.
But
Show you.
that's what we need right there.
Thanks.
You're
Handsome. Woo-wee. Gotta tighten this up. Just a skosh.
I
Yeah.
like those new lights.
Me too, man. Those are short. Truck be looking fresh. Good stuff, you guys. I'm excited to hear this dang thing roaring down the road.
Me too.
Dang. Woo!
That a wrap?
I think so. Oh, we'll see.
Time to go see if this thing will move under its own power.
Yeah.
So the tractor
Back to
doesn't have to push it
the
in.
grinding the trans gears again.
Yeah, yeah, we need transmission.
Well, at least we have more boost.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good way to overcome a transmission problem. That hood's way up there, man. I'm 5'10" and it was hard to reach. Let's go.
Let her glow again.
Mm-hmm.
Poor truck's been sitting a while.
There we go. Oh, I love this truck.
I do too.
It's so good.
Clutch still works.
It's good. It's rattling in your door.
Pounds. It's got a mist, and I don't know if there's like air in the lines right now, but I can feel it chugging. We woke up again. It's a new day. Drove the truck home last night, and the vibration was worse than I remembered it, the one coming from the engine. And then we were reviewing footage, looking at the GoPro. We had a GoPro on the exhaust, and in that shot with the new exhaust, I can clearly hear a dead miss. So I can't stand it. We were gonna do just like fix the wheel bearings and put the cover on the back, but I have to tear into it. I gotta diagnose it, figure out what's going on. I went to O'Reilly, I ordered one injector from them, and they said I don't have to pay for it if I don't need it. So we're gonna see if we do have a dead cylinder, if we can find out what it is. We don't have any fancy diagnostic stuff, So we're just doing this old school. So I'm gonna get in there, see if I can find a miss, and if there is one, put a new injector in it, and that's gonna be exciting. I'm ready to hear it run smooth.
This thing's always had a miss, and it's always driven him crazy. And when we were driving here this morning, I was like, dang it, man. Turns out adding more boost and an intercooler didn't fix your miss. So it's time to do that.
Well, it's been one of those misses that's just like, it's kind of there, but it's kind of not. And when you don't have a scan tool or anything like that, that can be impossible to track down. But it's gotten worse. Definitely sitting, I think it got a lot worse. So hopefully we have a dead cylinder and we can find it, but we're about to figure it out.
Let's do it. Done forgot how to do this. Push or pull or squeeze or, oh hell.
Oh.
It's this thing right here. Got my hand on it.
Let me see.
I knew it was a little push down, but I did too much. You got the touch, babe.
That's right, I got the touch.
Is she hot?
Yeah.
What was my reading?
64, icy cold.
Oh no.
First thing we're going to try to do is temp the exhaust manifold. We'll get to that through here and see if any one of them is
Any one of
words are hard
them.
today. See if any of them are hotter than the others or colder than the others. That's a little bit difficult because it's heat soaked. We just pulled it in, so that may have to wait until we let it cool down. But yeah, I got to take all that back off. Oh, we'll check this real quick, and then probably going to be pulling the injectors to see if those injectors are discharging oil. Let's do 140, 138, 135. This one's going to be easier from the bottom. 137, 148, 146. So everything's at 140, but that doesn't surprise me because the truck's turned off and that cast iron just kind of distributes the heat. So maybe we'll fire it back up and check it with the truck running, see if we get any hot spots.
Or cold spots,
Yeah,
like your wife.
yeah. So checking the temps on the exhaust, that's not a sure way to figure it out, especially if you've got a weak injector and not a dead injector. However, everything is running about 170 degrees. I've ran it up through the RPM range, trying to make it miss at a certain RPM. Stay pretty consistent. A better way to do this is when the exhaust manifolds are cold, but the second cylinder on the driver's side is 140 degrees. Everything else is running 170 to 190. So that's a really good place to start looking. So we're going to pop this valve cover off and then see how the oil's discharging from it. See if the other injectors look new, if that one looks old. I don't know, but getting that valve cover off is definitely the first step. So we'll dig into that and see what we find. It's all plugged in. I guess we just fire it up and see if that one's spitting oil out. Injector is clearly not firing. There's no oil coming out of it. You can see on the others all the oil's coming out. That one doesn't have any oil. So injector's bad. We got to figure it out. We'll pop that out, get another injector. Be good. So now say we...
Feels so good to find a problem.
Yeah, and keep in mind, that exhaust temperature was only down like 25, 30 degrees, and that injector is dead. There's nothing coming out of it, so yeah.
Crazy.
We're about to pull this injector out. Emily, can you get me some Allen wrenches?
Yes, sir.
Unplug this guy right here, and that prong looks good, so I don't think that was an issue.
That is really crazy to see the oily mess beside the injector versus dry.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, if there's no oil coming out of it, it is not firing.
That's awesome.
Okay, so we got this little oil exhaust deflector thing. We gotta pull that off because there's a bolt underneath there we gotta pull. So I need an 8mm wrench and an 8mm socket.
Okay.
Or a 5/16, depending on what part of the world you're from.
I was getting you a little grit mat to put your components on.
Okay.
Good?
That's fine. This thing's gonna run so good after this. So the way I pull these injectors is I take this back bolt out first because this thing rocks on there. And because the other one's gotta be done with a wrench, I wanna take the tension off of it as much as I can. So that bolt's coming out. And this is when we were very careful not to drop stuff. Wrench, thank you. And the other one is right under here. Just like that, it's loose. This wire out of the way. Long little dude. Nope, there it is. Okay. Now we're gonna grab a hill bar and we're gonna put it right under here and try to pop that loose. I got the hill bar up underneath there, but there's nowhere for it to catch on, so I'm gonna take a socket and try to get it right in here. I should have pulled that gasket off, but I'm lazy. We all know this. Okay, so that's hitting right on that socket. Should be able to just bump this bar and that injector will come out. Just like that. Get the socket out. There we go. Now look at all that stuff going down in there.
Okay.
See all that stuff running in the cylinder? That is going to hydrolock your engine if you don't pump that out. That's oil and diesel mixed. So if you put one of these injectors in, get that stuff out of there because you do not want to bend the rod, or at the very least it's a pain in the butt because it locks your engine up. So we'll pump that out. We've got a little pump for the boat that would change the oil with it. We'll suck that stuff out and put a new injector in, and what a brand new truck. Minus the bad transmission, the bad paint, the bad wheel bearings. That smells like Christmas eggs. I mean, Easter eggs. So the only reason I washed it off is I wanted to look at it. O-rings look good. Everything looks fine. So my guess is that it's probably the electronics. So we'll just get a new one, throw it in there. See if she runs better.
Headlight not necessary.
I take that off so I can be pretty on camera. So
It's working.
yeah, so I got that injector out. I can't find my oil pump to suck the oil out of it, and the injector's not here yet. That comes at 3 o'clock. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this on. I really like it because it has a sight glass, so we don't have to pull the plug out anymore to check the
Fluid.
the diff fluid. Goodness gracious. And then it's got these cooling fins on it to keep that differential cool while we're towing down the highway. And I also like that it takes an O-ring instead of a gasket, because those gaskets, yeah, they don't work very well. So we'll pop that old one off. We'll get a chance to look at our differential, see if there's metal in it, get it good and cleaned out, and then put this sucker on with some new Kendall diff fluid. We're one step closer.
I was having a snack. I don't know that I need my scraper.
Pretty nice jacket you got going on there.
It's really fancy, and so I never wear it because I never want to get it dirty. But that's silly.
Today's the day.
CP gave it to us.
Yeah.
It's fancy and awesome. I'm really CP'd out right now, actually. Shout out to CP. We love them.
Where's your CP safety goggles?
Oh, yeah, I am under the truck.
I'll go get them.
It's okay, I can get back out.
I don't know if you guys can relate, but it'd be worth a lot of money for me to be able to bend like that. Yeah. Seeing her move around, I'm like super jealous.
I'm back. Oh. We're gonna make it.
Yeah, someday we'll get a lift in the shop.
Maybe. Hey, buddy. All right.
Let's see what we got.
Let's do it, dude.
Zip, zip, zip. Whoa.
Dang. It is amazing how fast this gun is. I mean, it's just like a little blip of the throttle and the bolt is out. I guess removal sequence isn't necessary.
No, it's habit though.
It is.
I noticed it too.
That's all of them.
Put all the bolts back in. I forgot to record.
No, you didn't. You're being cute. It is cute, babe. It is cute.
CP hammer. Let me get you a hammer and a screwdriver. I'll be back. Dad is asking for a big mess.
It is.
I'll be back.
Okay, I'll be here. All right. We got some juice coming out. Everybody that has done this before can smell this video right now. Right?
For sure.
You can smell it. Oh, that's goopy. Look. Super goops. Oh, hey now.
Oh yeah. I think it was about time.
It's chunky. Oh, look at the goops there. Lord Jesus, that's a goop. Oh man. What would make it do that?
I have no idea.
It's like
Maybe it got water in it?
oof. Oof. Looks like it got yeast in it.
Yeah, like when we rise dough.
Yeah.
It is a similar consistency.
Oh my.
I'm glad we did this now.
Yeah, me too. I think it was a real good idea.
I totally would have put this on the highway and gone a couple thousand miles.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was a gasket. That's why it was so hard.
Oh.
Yeah, look, it's all
It
foamy.
is crazy. Yeah.
Well, that's going to be fun to clean out.
That is weird how.
Yeah.
Look at that. Maybe we'll have people in the comment section tell us what can make rear differential juice do this.
Yeah. I know sometimes mixing different kinds of oils, like the old mineral oil, you use that, sometimes it would get chunky. I don't know if mixing synthetic and traditional oil is a problem, but either way, we'll clean it out and start over.
Yes, we will.
Go. Finley, bring my parts back. I gotta have that. What are you doing?
That's not yours. It's not yours, dude. It's cute, bud. Cute. He's like, you bought me a toy bag. Yes.
Okie doke. Time to clean that cylinder out. I'm serious. Do not skip this step. You will regret it. Or you'll be calling me to fix your truck. And I don't fix trucks anymore.
No more.
No more.
No more.
I'm retired, can't you see?
Can't you see?
There it is.
Looks like you're gonna smoke hookah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's like. Maybe I would enjoy it.
I wish it was a clear tube so we could see. Oh,
Wait,
it's
you mean
clear
this
up
one?
here. Nice. Dude, that's satisfying.
I think I'm gonna quit pumping. I'm afraid the ball's gonna go like. Oh, it's a check valve. That's cool.
Oh. Oh. This is what the people are here for.
Oh yeah. Since I can't wear my short shorts.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Oh, there it is. Flex. Flex.
Nothing happens when I flex. There are no muscles, so. I hear it. I don't see oil in my. Oh yeah, it's running down the side.
Nice. Yep.
The world does not revolve around you. There's no place for you up here. Buddy. Buddy, you're fine. Oh, wow, that was a long time standing on your hind legs. I got you that pad.
Thank you.
Is that kind of nice?
Yeah, very nice. Well, I knock all my bolts off. Oh, one of the YouTube commenters is talking trash about our grip mats.
What?
They're like, this is 2023 or 24, whatever they said. Just get you a little steel magnetic tray. Those floppy ones are gonna screw you up. Like, you probably haven't used those if you think that. I have knocked those little steel trays off way more often than this. They're sitting up there and you bump them with your elbow or something and the whole thing goes falling down. Those are pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, they are. We really like this. Still pumping out, huh?
Yeah, I think it is.
Ooh.
Trying to get it back in the cylinder. You can't see it.
Because it's dry. Oh, I see the little B holes.
That's what I'm.
Go more toward the center. No, down.
If you guys are wondering why I'm fumbling with this, there's a camera directly in line with me and what I'm working on.
I'm sorry. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh.
Can you grab me that?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
I need another piece. There it comes.
Are you glad you sprung for the nice pump?
Yeah. Changing oil on the boat. This is gonna be amazing. Sucking out brake fluid or hydraulic fluid. Take this off. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
That size that I've left it on before.
Memories of hard-earned lessons.
Okay. Should be able to just bump that through the first clip. Nope, need a hammer.
The big hammer or the little one?
If we had the dead blow, that would be
The dead one. What is that? Shake off the spider webs.
That already seems seated. I think it went down and I just didn't feel it. Can't tell if it's centered or not. Let's see if it'll bump down anymore.
Sounds in there.
Okay. Long bolt went over here. So I'm putting this injector in. There's two things that I pay attention to. This stand on the bottom rocks on there. You want that to be pretty well level, so you want to be tightening this bolt and that bolt, you know, going back and forth until it's tight. It's hard for you guys to see, but that thing rocks. The other thing I'm looking at is this stand can actually hit the valves if your injector's not centered in that hole. I mean, if it's not aligned, it can twist. So this one's very close to that valve. So what I'll do is just work that a little bit and it'll twist. They're real close to the valve there. So you can use a pry bar or something and twist this either way. It'll spin in that hole. So just make sure you got that right and then tighten your bolts down. Go in gently. You don't want to tighten one side too much because it can cut an O-ring. So I'm going to do that now.
What's the scoop?
Injector's in, it's tight. Now we're going to put this little oil exhaust manifold on. What did I do with my Allen? Is it still out and about?
Here it is.
Okay. Trying to make a fire out of that battery, isn't it? I should not have put it in there like that.
It's like, let's just see what sparks we can make fly today.
Mm-hmm. All right, the injector's in. We sucked that oil out, put the injector in, made sure that little pedestal was level, hand tightened everything. Then we centered it to make sure it wasn't hitting the valve or rocker arm or anything like that. Got it good and tight. Now it's time to start it. So this can go one of two ways. It's either going to spin a little while and then crank up, or it's going to spin and we put the battery charger on it and it spins and it spins and it spins. The reason for that is we just introduced air into a hydraulic system and air will not compress. So anytime you got a check valve or an injector or something like that, if it's using hydraulic pressure to open it and you put air in between it works as a spring. It won't push it through. It will eventually, but sometimes it is a booger to get these started after you open up that whole system. So we'll just see how it goes. We'll find out in a minute. Here we go. How's she gonna act today? Depending on how quickly it starts up, there's a lot of factors. How good are the O-rings on the injectors? How good is the high pressure oil pump? All that stuff. So we'll just see on this one. See any oil coming out of the injectors yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Clear?
Clear. No, it's still dry underneath where that oil's squirting out on the other one. It's still dry underneath the new one.
All right. Hopefully we didn't just waste money on an injector. But if we did, oh well. Yeah, I don't see anything coming out of it. Why don't you fire it up for me so I can watch it?
Okay.
Well, that is interesting.
Could it be the power to it?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yep.
And it still has the miss sound that you heard prior. Has the miss.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely still.
I don't have my ear attuned to a miss on this engine, so. Alright, he's got the valve cover gasket off to test the wiring.
You got a bad gasket.
No way.
Yep. Yep, the gasket's bad. Okay, that's a lesson for you guys. I should have checked that. I assumed because it was new, it was fine. So I went straight to the injector. But when you get new parts, sometimes mistakes are made and you should test them. I didn't do that and it just cost me $300. Good lesson. All right, we're back with our new gasket. I am very confident this is going to fix it. Okay, so that gasket was bad. That is why you always check your parts, even if they're new. I've had this happen over and over. It doesn't have to do with where you get the parts or anything like that. One time we were in the shop, my dad was in one bay, I was in the other. We're building 3406B Caterpillar engines. I was using aftermarket parts. When you get those overhaul kits, they want you to buy new injectors to get a warranty on the parts. So I did all that on mine. He had this cattle hauler that was really particular, so he got all genuine Caterpillar parts. We put new heads, new pistons, new cylinders in, all that stuff. Fired mine up, went out for a test drive, and it started knocking. Brought it back in, took the head off, and it had dropped the tip. On those, they have a little tiny tip that's like pressed up into the injector. It had dropped that tip, tore up a valve, tore up a piston. My dad got his done. He took it out. Customer took delivery of it, and like a week later, it came back knocking, had dropped a tip on the injector. Exact same thing. This is 1 week. It's funny how that happens in mechanicking. You'll have one problem happen for like a solid month, and you won't see another one for 2 years. But that's an example of aftermarket parts, new parts. Do aftermarket fail more than new? Yeah, probably. But that's an example for me of, that was 2 trucks, exact same engine, OEM parts, aftermarket parts, they both had the exact same failure. So, point is, it happens. Never think because you put new parts in that's eliminated as an issue. You gotta check stuff.
Hey guys. Y'all hungry for dinner?
Rear cover action. Here. Oh, come on. I have a wrench in my pocket and it hooked on the outside of it. There it is. Old bolts. Okay. I took my nice jacket off in case I was gonna get it dirty. Dang, that junk is gross. Okay. So am I gonna use this drain pan to let all the
Absolutely.
junk go into? Okay.
So So while Emily was gathering her tools, I went ahead and scraped that gasket off. It was just a paper gasket. It wasn't on there too bad. Now we're going to clean it out. I also looked at the bearings and the ring gear and pinion gear. Everything looks super good, so get all the nasty stuff out, put a new cover on.
Thanks for doing that, Aaron.
You're welcome.
That's a real gentlemanly thing to do.
Yep.
Hey, better keep my mouth closed on this activity. Get my aim right. Got a lot of PSI coming through this here can.
All right, looks pretty nice and clean. Cool. Time to put that new cover on.
Oh, the dog just snuck out.
Uh-oh. Out.
He just went out that hole. Come on, Mike.
Finley, get yourself in this house. Come on, bud. Come back. Finley, come on. No wonder I feel a chill on my back. The door's open. You better get in here.
It's cold outside, buddy.
It's cold, bud. Oh, I think I did that with this creeper. Oh my God, Emily. This fuel tank's kind of in my way.
Yeah.
Okay. Time to place our O-ring in its little O channel on the diff cover. Oh, Emily. You're a weirdo. And the caliber of quality that Banks Performance creates their parts is sick. Sorry, I looked at you with my bright light.
Okay.
You're used to it, aren't you, Aaron?
Yep.
I just shine my light on you all day long.
Something like that.
Oh dear. There's the dog. He's crawling up on your creeper with you. This is so nice. Okie dokie, my O-ring is in place. Looks nice.
Camera crew's chilling.
Boys. Finley's in Aaron's jacket. Oh. He's like, this is good. Oh my goodness. It's chilly in here. I can see my own breath. That's a good baby dog. Alright, I'll give you the camera. Oh man, this is gorge. I'm
Got your new bolts ready?
Right here in this little baggie. I'm gonna lay them on my shop towel. Ooh, I love nice hardware. Like, that's so pretty. Heck yeah.
Like stainless.
Oh, they do look like stainless bolts. Oh man, this is beautiful. It is definitely heavy duty too. Oh, it's heavy duty. You put the duty in heavy duty.
In case any of y'all forget, that's where the check goes to, the banks.
That's exactly. Just for a second, till we buy more car parts. And it comes right back out of the banks.
Well, no, I was saying we spend our money on banks parts.
Oh, exactly.
Uh-oh.
Our light went dead.
This shot's pretty cool, though.
Yeah. Kind of moody.
Yeah.
Oh. Cue the moody music to install that rear diff cover. All right, differential cover is torqued down and tight. Time to put some fluid in it. Grease.
It's a big old hefty plug.
You guys wonder what it's like to be a YouTuber husband. I get in trouble for these kind of shots I'm doing right now.
Uh-oh. What is it? Up the nose? No,
Yeah.
my arm looks big.
Up the nose shots.
Up the nose. Oh gosh. Tried to have decent aim there, but got the Kindle diff fluid going in.
Sorry about the lighting issues here, guys. There's a dog snuggled up in my jacket and I can't go get another light.
Oh gosh.
Bear with us.
I have well lubricated the outside of my diff cover now because I keep misaiming. So my Banks badge is like dripping with fluid. But I see it halfway through my little seeing glass reader thing.
Oh, I
It's
say
so cool.
I say we leave it there
Okay.
because I just brought you the very last jug we had. So we need
Well,
to
we
get
are
some
going
more
to
oil.
leave it there.
Let's put that cap back in and ready for a drive.
This is cool. Look at that. How cool is that? Pretty neato. There's Finley.
He's
He wants
asking to
you.
get back in my jacket.
He's like, "Oh, it's cold." I like that the fill hole is at the top too. Some of them are like sideways, and that's like so annoying. About to check this off the dang old list, babe.
Yeah.
Cool. What, Finley? That is awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. I love it. Heck yeah.
Put your soles up, Finley.
Take your tools up, Finley.
Well, that's not the day we expected to have. We should have been out towing something, enjoying this thing, but yeah, we found a miss and we fixed a miss. And that feels great. That new exhaust on there, the new intercooler, the new turbo housing,
Diff cover.
and now an engine that runs good. Super exciting. Sorry, I'm
Truly.
shaking. It's pretty cold.
Good stuff.
Yep.
We absolutely did not expect that miss to be there whenever we first cranked the truck up because we had done so much work and we thought that we were gonna get the miss whenever we replaced the valve cover gaskets to begin with when we did that months ago. But as y'all know, that's not the way it goes sometimes. And huge thanks to O'Reilly for replacing that part, just getting a quick turnaround. And they got us an injector within less than 24 hours, so that was awesome
That was
too.
about 4 hours.
Even though we didn't need it. It's good stuff, and you know what? We have y'all to thank that we're here and we get to do this awesome stuff for a living. It's wild. In March of 2024, it will be 9 years since we started our channel. And to be full-time doing this is such a gift, and we have y'all to thank. So please subscribe if you haven't already. It's something like 40% of our...
Oh, it's like 70% of you guys are not subscribed to us.
So that
Yeah.
makes a huge difference when if you don't already have a YouTube profile or whatever, just make one so that you can subscribe because that means a whole bunch to us when we get those subs up. Aaron's arm is tired.
Arm's getting tired.
That and you can grab some merch. That's a really cool way to support us too. You'll find the link in the description, but also Adrian, our amazing editor, made us this awesome QR code. He could put it here. You could put it here. You could chase it around with your camera. You pull your phone out, open the camera, and if you hold your camera up to the QR code, it'll come up with a little yellow clicky deal. You just click on that yellow thing and it takes you straight to our store. You can grab up some merch. I don't have any on right now. I have my Brakleen shirt on, but I love y'all so much and we appreciate each and every one of you, and we will see y'all on the next episode.